This is why we should not stop talking about Palestine. On the ground in Gaza, the situation is horrendous. 8 agencies report the worst conditions yet, where 1 in 3 people go days without food, over 100 people have died directly from malnutrition, most of them being children. In just 72 hours last week, 21 children have died of starvation, and the UN experts say this is the fastest campaign of starvation in modern history. Israeli forces have declared kill zones covering 84% of Gaza. Israel set up its own aid distribution systems, the so-called Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, where over 1,000 people have already been shot at or near the distribution points, and the Gaza Health Ministry have recorded 14 new famine deaths in just 24 hours, bringing reported malnutrition deaths to 147, including 88 children. And all the while inside of Israel, the Knesset voted 71 against 13 for a motion to fully annex the West Bank, a move advanced by the far-right ministers Bezalel Smotrich and Idvan Ben-Gvir, killing any viable opportunity for a Palestinian statehood. And meanwhile, settler violence and army raids escalate across the West Bank. Reports document mass evictions, home vandalism, and destruction of homes. Settlers are now essentially fully supported by the Israeli colonial regime, and they show it. Washington supplies the weapons, uses the UN Security Council to veto any change, and now dismisses UN peacekeeping as a publicity stunt. And the European Union is not any better. In 2024, 1/3 of Israel's entire trade in goods was with the EU, that is 42.6 billion, far surpassing the 31.6 billion from the United States. And Europe doesn't just sell to Israel, it buys from it, it invests in it, it profits from it, and then meets in Brussels to act slightly concerned about the genocide. The EU is Israel's largest foreign investor. Dutch capital alone makes up 2/3 of EU investment in Israel, outpacing the United States by a wide margin. And while Gaza starves, trade increases. From 2023 to 2024, EU-Israel trade rose up by over 1 billion euro. Meanwhile, the EU-Israeli Association Agreement, which requires that relations be based on respect for human rights, to this day remains untouched, even after EU reports themselves found that Israel is in breach. Article 2 of the agreement is supposed to be legally binding on human rights, but in reality, it is completely politically abandoned. And let me remind you that this is not a policy failure. It is a feature built into imperial policy that is now just becoming too apparent for its own mask. The US arms Israel, but the EU shields it. Europe has actual economic leverage as Israel's biggest trading partner, but refuses to use it. And while children in Gaza are being starved to death, trucks with food are sitting a few kilometers away. The West Bank is being annexed and there are no consequences.